Welcome to Ask Sue London. I'm Sue London, your host. Today, we have got a great show. We are going to talk about meditations, but not only for you, but for your pets as well. And I am so excited to have this man back. This is Thiago DeSouza, and he is got to be one of the greatest guys in my life. I'm so grateful to have him part of my journey. Don't go red now, Thiago. I have to brag about you. We are here today. We're going to talk about meditations, and there is a story behind how this all unfolded. It came out of a sad tragedy that happened in Thiago's life. We're going to talk about that. But I'm also going to help you understand the power of meditation. It's been in my life. It's been in pets' lives as well as my clients' lives. And this is all because of this man that we have on the show today. So my friend Thiago, I am so glad to have you back.
How are you?
I want to welcome you to the show.
I'm waiting for my Emmy Award because that's such an introduction.
Yeah, I always brag about you, and I sincerely mean it. You have really changed my life. For those of you who don't know Thiago, my relationship, I've been working with Thiago for quite a long time. And he's really helping me to get out there to help a lot of pets and owners. And before we go any further, I think it's a really good time here now. Tell everybody about your background because they're going to understand just how special you are. So tell everyone your background, please.
So I was born in, no, I'm just kidding. So I come from the background of film industry. I've been in the production industry for over 20 years. That's a lot of decades. So don't try to guess my age. So I've been around AMC, History Channel, Discovery Channel. I've worked with them. I worked with a lot of other networks. And I think just a little bit before COVID, I decided to go on my own and become a creative director for smaller businesses and smaller companies and helping them find their path and find their ways to a successful venture in whatever they do.
Right.
Yeah, so that's my background.
And so this situation, there's a situation that happened that led into creating this platform now that you've created. And I want you to share that because I want everyone listening to this that sometimes we go through the darkest moments in our life, but we never know where it will lead us. And I know for myself years ago, I'd say many times, why me? Why was I going through disease and dying twice and having all these things happen? And it led me to where I am today. Well, Thiago has got a story himself. Do you want us to share that now at this time?
Sure, we can share. Yeah, sure. Like a lot of people, we've learned a lot the last 5 years about ourselves and about, those people around us. Then 2022, my mother passed away to COVID. It was a very tough time for me because I just had a daughter the year in 2021, and it was her first birthday, February 19th. And it was tough because I knew my mom was in the hospital during that time and, anytime she could go. And she passed away February 24th. Wow. Not only that, about 3 to 4 weeks later, my grandmother passed away. So throughout that time, I really had to give myself time to mourn and understand what I'd just been through. And it was tough. Because I also had to give time to my daughter and be a father and instill happiness in her and be this. So it was struggling. It was a ballet of different emotions, and it was just very interesting to see the different arenas that I was in. Like rapidly, your brain suddenly you have a flashback of your mom. Suddenly, and you feel like you want to cry, you want to mourn, but I was around my daughter, so I had to kind of, give that its respect and also be my daughter. Mm-hmm. So what I learned to do, because my background is in production and I did a lot of cinematography and I did a lot of video production, I started doing natural videos for myself, to creating them to heal myself, to give myself a moment to breathe, to give myself a timeout from life, to be able to re-energize myself, because its emotions are literally heavyweights when it comes to dealing with life.
Yeah.
You know, when something really hurts, it becomes a big weight on you, and you have to learn how to handle that, how to manage that. And so I started creating video. I started learning more and more, deep diving into audio frequencies, audio sounds, natural sounds, and different things to really, really help find a way to help my brain, my mind, my body, my soul, everything, just give it its moment, and relax, and feel like it's rejuvenating itself. And
Right.
so I think I've had created about 150 different videos, and some of them were about 8 hours long.
Mhm.
Or some of them were a little bit longer than that, and they were. I had put them on YouTube, but they were just, it wasn't anything publicized. It was just for myself, so I can just turn it on anywhere and be able to
Mhm.
watch them, and kind of, and kind of rejuvenate myself, re-energize
Right.
myself, just like taking this drinking water.
Mhm.
And that's how I came to create this platform.
Mhm.
Well, that's part of one of this person. There was another element, a huge element, when I told this person about that platform. Her name, I think her name was Sue London. Uh, First thing
Mhm.
out of her mouth, what are you doing?
I will take full credit of kicking your butt, but in a majorly loving way. Sometimes it was not loving, right? Yeah, we happened to be on a family vacation. Our families were away, and Tiago showed me these videos and these meditations. And it's like, Tiago, you've got to do something with this. The world needs this. And literally, we got back from the trip, and you had it done, like the website was up within the weekend, wasn't it? It was like he was
Yeah,
a mover and shaker. I was proud of this man.
I'm a workaholic, so I love. I mean, the greatest thing is I love what I do, and to be able to. It was interesting. It was an interesting leap to going for something that was personal into something that I created for others. And but you have to look at your gifts. You have to look at who you are, and the things. Like, if someone had a small cut and you had band-aids, would you not give it to someone? Would you not share that? If you had healing materials, would you not share that
Right.
with someone? And I had to kind of
Mhm.
simplify it to that form. And
Mhm.
because it really helped me, and then I had to think about possibly it can help someone else. And
Right.
so then I listened to you, and I made it a mission to create the platform. And Natural Elements is, it's naturale.com.
That's
It's live now, and it's been exciting. It's been exciting having it out there. So
well, and thank you for sharing that story. And I want to say, like, a big tribute to mom and to grandma, because I know that they've been guiding me to kind of kick your butt, and some days loving and sometimes not. So they're very
majority
proud of you.
not.
So, and we talk about that, right? So thank you, mom and grandma, for having this all unfold how it has. What I want to say is that as Tia was creating these, I am very empathic and I feel stuff. And so he would send me a different meditation, and I would be honest and tell him what I was feeling. And then we were watching our dog Buddy. Now, if you've seen my show, there's a good chance that you've seen Buddy on my lap, or you've heard me talk about our little rescue puppy that had been through a lot, traumatized, and was given to a couple 92 that they forgot they had him because one had dementia and one had Alzheimer's. This dog had never been walked at the age of 22 months, never been in a car, like the worst of the worst situations. And this dog was full of stress, anxiety, and everything you can think of, fear beyond the roof. Like, when I have to turn on my Vitamix to make my protein shake in the morning, I have to hold him to show him I'm turning it on and this is the sound. So what I was finding was I would play a meditation of the Tiago had created, and I'm telling you folks, within seconds, I would feel this whoosh of energy come through my body, and I would become so relaxed instantly. And I'm pretty relaxed, but I mean, I'm telling you, really relaxed. And my husband, I love him. He's growing spiritually, and so he's really opening up himself. And I said, listen to what Diego's created now, Ross. And I played, and he said, I feel so relaxed. And so for a man who's not as empathic or sensitive as I am, saying that, that's phenomenal, tells you a lot. Well, then what happened? We're playing these and we're watching Buddy, and we've been playing them for a little bit now, right? And we're watching Buddy's calmer now. I actually had a car ride yesterday with him. I didn't tell you this, Diego. We had a car ride, and Buddy did not make a sound coming home. And you know how he's been beside himself, freaking out, right? Because of what he'd been through in his past. So I was like, and just so you know, folks, I would actually video Buddy as Ross would be driving, saying, Diego, look at how bad this dog is. Buddy is not even making a sound now when we drive. So I will tell you that, for myself personally, years ago, I was told you have to meditate, Sue. That's a really important thing for you. At the time, I was going through Crohn's disease. I was in and out of hospitals. I had 2 near-death experiences. My intestine burst. And I was constantly being told, you need to meditate. And I thought, my mind goes a mile a minute. It doesn't shut off. I don't sleep well because I keep getting messages, and I don't think I can do this. Well, I can tell you that once I started many years ago, this has been, oh my gosh, 25, 26 years. No, I'm wrong. Maybe 35 years now that I'm disease free. And it all started with me calming my mind. And I will stake my name on this of my reputation to tell you that anyone listening to this show, you will get results from Diego's meditations, the audios, the videos, everything that you see on there. They are absolutely powerful. Now, if you're watching this and you've got a pet and you're thinking, well, what can meditation do for a pet? I have some bullet points here just to kind of tell you this, but on the fact that Buddy is so much calmer and can go in a car. This is from last September. We've been dealing with this every day. But like for people, for the benefits for pets is that it reduces their anxiety and stress. So we see Buddy's calmer, and he's not jumping. He's not as stressed. He's still got a ways to go in the way of the fear, and things are new to him because these people forgot they had him, and he's never had these experiences that are common to you and I, right? So it also promotes better sleep. I can see our dogs sleeping in the morning now. They're having such a deep sleep. And Buddy now snores just like Ross, Diego. So thanks a lot for that one.
Maybe I need to turn it off on my side. That's why my wife sleeps in the morning.
There you go. There you go. You make sure Maria does that for you. And then I want to tell you that this is for animals. It supports their emotional healing. So if your pet's been traumatized, just like our Buddy, this is phenomenal for rescue pets. This is really big time phenomenal for your rescue pets. Okay. If you have got a new pet come in, or you've just found it, or it's a rescue, it's great. These meditations are great for bonding time for you both. This is very special. And a lot of people come to me say, I can't get this cat or this dog to connect with me. I can't connect. Well, these meditations do that for you. Okay. It will help with their behavior. Like I said with Buddy, he is calmer, and he's a sweet little guy, but when he gets really hyper, it's just like his mind's going like crazy, like the old me. So thank you, Diego, for making this magical meditations work on my dog, right? And then it also boosts overall health for a pet, just like it does for people. And like I said, I am 100% disease free because I calmed my nervous system. I became less stressed and no anxiety and fears, all of this. And the same things happen for your pets. So if you're watching this, I really and truly mean it when I say these meditations, this platform that Diego's created is through the roof phenomenal. And I really hope that everyone, when we finish this, Diego's going to give you the information. Go and just check it out, and you'll just see that. So that's a little bit about me bragging about how Diego's, worked miracles in the London house with our new rescue puppy. One thing I want to ask you now is share how do they get these meditations, like the setup and the whole thing. It's a membership program, right?
Yes, so I have three membership programs inside naturalements.com. But just to add to what you said, one thing I actually was, because I'm like researching left and right. This is why we do a one weekly update where we update the videos, update the audios every week, and we'll provide news, because we really spend, a lot of time in making sure that the piece is put together properly. It's put together, the best way we can possible to help someone find that place of peace. For example, the video that I just put out, which was Rainforest, it's only 25 minutes long, but it had over 223 different sounds inside of it. And within that time, there's also places where we have just a moment of silence from things to help you kind of drive you in, help you immerse yourself into what you are seeing, to help you feel that place of peace inside yourself.
Yeah.
It takes a lot. It takes a lot to put these together, and we love and I say we because my wife also helps me. It's like, oh, maybe we should do one about this, and she'll help me find, the imagery that are beautiful. Or she say, oh,
Incredible.
we need to go here to film. We have a wonderful lake. Our next venture is, we have a wonderful lake by the house. Is a go filming that lake. But what we decided to do is 3 subscriptions, where you have a subscription for $4.99 a month, where it's just pure audio and has different audios in there, and with different types of frequencies, sounds, and we update it every week, up to I think there's 15 minutes of meditation sounds that you can listen to. There's music in there, and we really dove in to really try to hit as many different frequencies that create certain types of healing. And what I was saying is, the reason why we focused a lot on frequency, a lot of people don't know that over 90% of the nervous system is actually located above you, inside your head. And so that's why what we do mentally, what happens up here, can't create a physical reaction in what happens to our body. So there's 3 subscriptions. Sorry, I'm thinking of a video now. The next one.
I know. I know the look, folks. He's going into creative mode now.
I'm going in creative mode right now, right? So we have 3 subscriptions. $4.99, where you get it's pure sound. There's no videos on that. And then there's the second package, which also has sleeping audios. For about 8 to 10 hours to allow you to utilize it for a long night's sleep. And then we have the $12.99, which you also get the videos in there, which there's some documentaries, there's some just visuals to help you heal. And so there's different types of videos that we're going to be putting in there, and we're going to keep it growing to just allow people to find whatever fits them, to find that place of peace. And as you scale up, it comes with the previous package. So if you get the $12.99 package, it has what's in the previous packages inside.
Can I share something? Can I share something? One of the things that I have been doing is sharing some of the meditations with my clients or at my talks. Because if you've worked with me before or come to my talks, I'm always talking about playing meditations with different frequencies for your pets and yourself every night. And the meditations at Ocean City, Maryland, the on the waves, we play that in our house every night, as you know. And sometimes when there's a storm, I'll have that on as well for the dogs. And these have been really incredibly calming for nights when I get so many messages that I can't sleep. It actually puts me to sleep. But what I want to say, that if you are watching this, Thiago is so incredibly gifted as a cinematographer. Your videos are beyond amazing. And I want to encourage everybody to take the package. And is it the forest what is the name? I don't have it in front of me. It's
The one
the
that
it's
just went out?
so the package where they're going to get the videos. The biggest package was that for the 11.99, right?
That's 12.99.
Forest
Yes. Hmm. Hmm.
12.99. And what was
Yeah.
it called? The
For
forest.
in the video,
No,
there's
so the package name, what was it called? Do you remember?
oh, the package. So you see, you got me confused with. So I just in case you guys are watching this, I did the rainforest video, and that's why I was so confused
Right.
because everything
Well,
has to do.
yeah, I want to talk about that too because that's in that package, right?
Well, no, the rain. So, and I'll explain. So, so as the forest plant, yeah, that's what it's
Okay.
called. Okay, so I had to pull it up, everyone. Um,
For,
so not only I do have a YouTube channel where I put in short versions, and sometimes I'll put in a freebie in there
mm-hmm,
of what I do because I want people to, I want everyone to try to experience,
mm-hmm.
place of peace. Yeah, and so we do have a YouTube channel linked to our website where you can go to it and then you can watch some of these that we have up there. We started a YouTube channel a long time ago, but we recently cleaned it up and actually made it for natural elements because we had a
It
lot
kind
of
of changed when Diego and Sue went with our families on a trip, right?
right. Well, the reason why is because is that I had to go from a private channel to a public channel.
Yeah.
That was those were my videos of what I
Yeah.
experienced while I was going through my mom. So
Yeah.
I needed to cl- some of those are just going to be mine because they're going to be my place of peace, and I want to have those. And
Yeah.
so we took those out and we cleaned up the channel, and then we're putting up more videos. And as we put up more video, we're already at 1,200 subscribers inside our
Mm-hmm.
channel. So it's good to see that people are actually utilizing it to find their place of peace. So
Well, one thing I want to share is that, I've been sharing these with different clients that are going through things. And I have a client that's in her mid 80s and she can no longer drive for health reasons. And I shared with her the new one. You just said it. The,
rainforest.
and so
Obviously,
I
you
said,
see, there's a lot of forest names inside of my
I
stuff.
know. And
It's
I'm
I'm
seeing them
sorry.
all. It's like, that's the one that did this. This is what did this. And so, anyways, I shared it with her. And it was like she watched it. And right away, she got back to me and she said, "Tell this man, thank you so much." She said, "I feel like I actually was able to get out and have a trip." She felt like she was right there in that place. And that's why I want to encourage everybody, take that package. It's only a couple dollars more a month. It's very reasonable. And I love to travel, and I will sit. Ross and I will say, "Where are we going to go tonight?" "Oh, let's go here." And then we turn on the different meditation that Diego has created. So whatever you are going through, if you are looking for healing, there's the frequency in it. If you're just looking for peace and calmness for you, your pet, if you're going through health stuff, whatever your stuff you're going through, physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, this will help you, this platform. And it's just a matter of what package you take. And it's just, I've been sharing it, I've been experiencing it. My husband and I, our pets, my clients, and everybody cannot stop talking about this platform. Tiago, what is there anything that I have not covered about how amazing you are, how amazing the videos are, how it's so special to get? Where are people going to go to get this, learn more, and get the package of their choice? Which I hope you all
Sure,
take the big package, okay? Because you
sure,
want to see
sure.
those videos.
It's ele.com. So it's natural elements, but it's naturalele.com. And the reason, and so one of the things that I want people to understand, and the response that I got by doing researches on other platforms and different places is that advertisements, interruptions, all these other things, there's thousands and thousands and thousands of stuff. It
Yeah.
becomes an obstacle to try to find where they want to. Becomes a convoluted place for them to try to find that place of peace. So because now they're working to try to find place of peace.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we have tons of videos. We have a lot of stuff, but we are uploading it. We're just doing a weekly upload because we
Mhm.
want to it not feel overloaded. We want it to
Right.
feel simple, feel relaxed, and feel like you can just breathe and be in there. And then the other thing is the one thing that we do not have any we're not going to go into is we're not having any type of advertisement inside this platform. It's a
Mhm.
place where you go and you create your space and you
Mhm.
have a moment for a timeout, which is a rare thing in this world today. It's rare to find that place of peace in this world today
And,
because
and I,
everything is
can I
so busy.
can I share? I'm sorry for jumping.
Mhm.
Can I
Sure.
share that one of the things I experienced was I just felt this just this relaxed feeling just even going to the site. So, the fact that you're saying there's no advertising and there's not all these banners popping up of sponsors and all this kind of thing that I've seen this a lot on different platforms. And also what I want to share is that I have experienced some of the meditation platforms and or their apps, that kind of thing, and they charge you a specific fee additional if you want the healing frequency added into them. Where Tiago is creating the video, the meditation with the frequency in that. So you're not having to pay that extra, which that's a big bonus. But you're getting this from an expert, people, that this man knows his stuff. And I'm telling you, when you see these videos with the meditation with that, it will be life changing for you. And I don't like to say to the tourist industry that, you know what, people just have to go in front of their phone or their TV or computer and they can take a magical trip. But that's how you will feel when you interact in this video meditation, right?
Yeah,
Can you
no,
tell I'm excited, people? Like this is really, I'm so excited about Tiago doing this and sharing it because it truly is very professional and you are the best of the best in this field. And I'm just so grateful and excited that you've done this for the world. I
thank you,
can't thank
thank
you
you.
enough, my friend. It's very, very special what you've created.
Thank you. Well, it really goes back to like everything I do. My mentality, what I'm always focused on, and I think
Yeah.
if we can't, and last time we had this conversation, I told you about an article that I read from Harvard where it talked about that over 76% of Americans are stressed out with the economy today. Um, that's
Mm-hmm.
not good because that get passed down to the generations, and like I said before, it gets passed down to our kids. I have a
Yeah.
3-year old. Well, we'll call it a 13-year old, but
Yeah, she's like a lot older than three.
yeah, she's a little lawyer walking around. Everything's a debate, but to see the world be in such an like a stance of anxiety, a place of anxiety, it's not good. It's just
No.
not. It's makes it difficult for us to make right decisions. It makes it difficult for us to properly think. It makes it difficult for us to take care of not only ourselves but
Mm-hmm.
others. But and this is why this is why one of the biggest things is like there is no advertisement. We're never going to do advertise. I'm not trying to make this platform the next Spotify or anything. This is a place where it's going to be focused on people just finding a moment of peace just by putting their headsets on or just visually seeing something that really helps them hone in and focus, almost like we're putting the horse blinders and all this energy that's out here that's just becoming just too many voices that are speaking at one time, and we're
Yeah.
creating like a horse blinder to allow you to just have a moment to just and breathe. And so
Mm-hmm.
and there's other elements that we're going to be bringing into it. We're actually trying to dive in historically and seeing where contents that were done long time ago by people that were the originators of different forms of healing, because we're
Mm-hmm.
going to have articles and different content in there. We're going to bring in interviews from different people to for us to have information to help
Right.
us find what's the best route for us to find our
Mm-hmm.
healing. What
Mm-hmm.
should we do to find our healing? And so So we're looking at that. We're going to bring in some classical books to allow people to that are going to be read, by audiobooks that are classical, that are just relaxation reads
Okay.
into it. So we have a lot of plans that we're putting together to allow people to really have those moments of peace and just relax wherever they are. So.
And can I add to that? You were saying about people being stressed and the anger and anxiety, everything happening in the world. But what I want to remind you all that your pets absorb every single thing that you take on,
Right.
everything. And I am having pets come to me, pet owners coming to me, and they're saying, "I think my pet's ready to die. Can you help me? Like, what's going on?" And I would say about 60 to 70% these pets have absorbed, maybe even higher, maybe even 80%, that these pets have literally just absorbed their owner's stuff. And once I clear that energy, they're fine. So when you play the meditation for yourself, I want to encourage you, have your pet there in that room. I know one client, she actually had set up a speaker in where her pets are because they don't come in the house, and she has found it's really made a difference. So she's got like the wireless speaker
Oh,
in,
wow.
in their space. But if you think about there, you've got high vet bills when you don't know what's going on with your pet. You go to the vet. The average I'm hearing from people, they're paying $1,800 just to find out that one healing from me, it's clearing their energy, and they're great. They saved that, could have saved that money. When you play a daily meditation, this is so powerful. And I want to go back even further. If you've been following my show, or what I do is that I help pets cross over. And myself, I walk my talk, and I tell people that when it's time for pets to cross, it's so beautiful for them to have the nice peaceful scene and in the setting, to have calmness, to play a meditation, play relaxing music. And last July, as many of you know, we had to say goodbye to our boy Gussie. And it was so magical having this meditation on. And it really helped me to not really, like, I had to stay as mom to my dog, but I also knew that it was really important for me to stay strong for him. And that meditation, playing that while he was crossing, was just as healing and powerful, supportive for me as it was for him. So if you're watching this, please, please, please play these meditations with your pets at your side, or play it for them separately. And if you have a pet crossing soon, play it for them. This is so, so special for them. And it will just, give them this beautiful crossing that is just incredible. And I will never forget, Gussie's crossing. It was just absolutely incredible. And it was because we played a meditation. And you want to have some fun when you take your pet to the vet next time. Turn on take Tiego's, meditation, turn it on, let your pets hear it, because I do that when we go to the vets. And when it's time for the needles, whatever they're at the vets for, it's like, wait a minute, got to turn on the meditation. And the vet's just like, I never would have thought of something like that, Sue. But now people are coming in and doing that, and the vets really support that. So anything that you can do to help your pet through any anxiety, please, please do that. And I'm telling you firsthand, I have seen the success from these meditations. They are real. Sometimes, people will say, well, how would he know? I'm telling you, this man is the real deal. This man is so gifted. I'm so proud of him.
Thank
And
you.
I just love you so much, Diego, that you are you're
Same.
like a mover and shaker in our world. And I'm very grateful that you work with me as well, that you're helping me to help others. And it's just going to really be so big with people when you get these meditations. And I'm going to be excited to hear how it works for you. Now, I could talk about you for hours and brag about how great you are and these videos, but I think we're kind of running out of time here. So what final words do you want to say to everyone listening, other than how much you love working with me and things like that we always joke about? I'm joking. But
Well, no,
what's
it's
your final
true.
words?
It's true. I love working with you, my friend. I mean, the exciting thing about being a part of your team is the fact that you're always hungry and you're out. You're the real deal. It's like people don't. I work with a lot of people. I've had the privilege to work with large organizations, Fortune 500 companies, huge influencers that have millions of followers, and and you see who's the real deal and not. And I know that, it's been exciting working with you because you're hungry to help people, and that
Mm-hmm.
it's the sad thing, that's a rarity these
Yeah,
days.
I know it is, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and so I love working with you because there's that drive, and
Yeah.
I think the last thing I would say to everyone is to give yourself a moment. It's very tough out there today. It's getting hard. Like my wife came downstairs. She said we need to. The other day, she goes, we need to call electric bill. I'm like, why? She goes, this is the second month they charged us a certain amount extra. I'm like, and I dove into to find out what's going on, and didn't know that our county had raised, our state had
Mm.
raised electric gas bills 17%
Yeah,
from last year.
it's happening in our country as well.
Yeah, 17%.
Yeah.
So, and I think of people that are actually in a harder situation than we are, and,
Yeah.
and it's tough. Today is
Mm.
tough, and you have to give yourself a moment to breathe to be able to move forward, or else
Mm-hmm.
it just becomes, that weight becomes heavier and heavier and heavier.
Mm-hmm.
And if you
Yeah.
keep pushing yourself forward, that weight is going to be too much for you to move forward with, and it's
Right.
going to stop you. So you have to give yourself a timeout, whatever it is, daily, once a week, or something where you just take a timeout and it's about you. It's about rejuvenating you,
Mm.
to be there for not only your child or your family member, or even for yourself to be able to take on tomorrow. Do
Mm.
that and be able to drive yourself forward and be able to be re-energized to find whatever path is meant for you. So
That's so beautifully said, and that's like you in a nutshell. That you are just such a beautiful soul.
oh,
Okay, one more time. Tell everyone what's the website address. Where are they going to go to sign up for this?
sure, if you want to, you can go to naturalele.com. That's naturalele.com. Gosh, I sound like the guy that says .com. No, it's naturalele.com, and you can check out some of the videos some of the audios right in there. And down towards the bottom, you'll see where you can subscribe and choose a package that best fits you, and helps you, find that moment of peace. So.
And that's wonderful. And I can't say it enough, guys. It really will change your life. And if you're a pet owner watching this, it will surprise you the change you'll see in your pet. So, on behalf of myself and Thiago, we want to wish you much love and many blessings. And before I forget, make sure you go to my website and see all the great things that Thiago and I are doing for my website and my work at asksulondon.com. Wishing you all much love, and check out his website. Have a great day, guys. Thanks, Thiago, for being here. You're my hero, my friend.
Oh, bye bye.